I genuinely, glory, honor, and praise to the great God, universal law, Father of the universe. I genuinely ask myself, why do people hate my vessel? Why do people hate my vessel? Right? I'm saying, like, I don't even have a conversation with somebody, and just at the instant of meeting for the first time, instant hatred. So I asked myself why. So I answered and said that because they love you. That's why. Now, because I love them, it would be my duty and responsibility to address the hatred. That's coming. It's just coming from them instantly upon meeting my vessel. The great God said, you shall be hated in this world for my name's sake, because guess what? This world, not this world. This world is the age of Aquarius world that's being physically formed. It's already established. It's already done, but it's just being manifested in the physical, right? So the old world, the world from the age of Pisces, the last age, the last eon, the last era of time, what the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth, refers to as world, end of the world, end of the world, end of the world. That's in the Bible. And speaking about the end of the world, they're just speaking about the age of, the end of an age, and the end of an eon. Eon is the same as world when he's talking about the pure translation, Hebrew. World is eon. World, it just means an era of time. It just means an eon. It just means a time and space. It just means an era of time. It just begins and ends. So we ended a world. We ended the age of Pisces. Now, I don't know exactly what year and all that shit, but someone out there does. But we ended the world. We ended the world. We ended the world. We ended the world. Welcome to the end of the world, people. Welcome to the end of the world. So that world, that old world, that world that was created, that world was created by Satan. You got that right. That world was created by Satan. That world was created by Satan. And what Satan taught that world, that old world, that age of Pisces world, Satan taught the world to hate. Right? Now, I'm gonna expand it a little bit farther. Satan taught the world to hate. Hate what? Satan taught the world to hate the great God, universal Allah, and the laws of the great God, which is universal law. So Satan taught the world to hate the great God, universal Allah, and the laws of the great God, universal Allah, because the universal laws of the great God, universal Allah, were only taught to 1%. Chosen ones, chosen by Satan to partake in the creation of that old world, that age of Pisces world. They were chosen ones. They were chosen over the slumlord of the earth. Satan, I'm proud to announce to the all that Satan has formally been evicted off of the earth as slumlord. And the only really the only job that Satan has on this earth now is just to follow divine orders, clean up what can be cleaned up, and delete whatever stains can be deleted. That's Satan's only job. That's it. That is it. So I'm proud to announce that Satan is no longer slumlord of earth, and that the earth is in its we'll just say renovation and repair. Earth is being renovated and repaired right now. That's all. The physical. So let's digress. So again, these recordings go out, obviously if the 1% that had dominion, the 1% vessels chosen by Satan, this is whom the great God, Universal Allah, describes as the vessels of destruction. Right? So if these 1% wanted the truth out there in the forefront of the 99%'s mind in their consciousness, then it would have been out there. They would have already presented it to the people. They presented it to the people through the subconscious mind, through signs and symbols and truth hidden in plain sight. This was just to connect with the subconscious mind, because look, the subconscious mind is more valid in terms of evolution, in terms of the great God, Universal Allah. The subconscious mind is like way more valid. So they had the choice. They could, all right, we can tell all these people the truth, and the truth can set them free, and they can live in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Or we can just tell the truth to their subconscious mind. The only way that they could find out the truth in their conscious mind, that would have to be revealed. That would have to be revealed through a higher power. It would have to be revealed through a higher power. So they understand how unlikely it is for one to understand something consciously, like, it. It's clear to you, etc., etc. The 1% chosen by Satan know that is very unlikely. So they tell the great God, Universal Allah's truth to the subconscious mind. Therefore, they fulfilled their duty. They fulfilled their duty as slumlords on the earth. Give you the crumbs of the great God, Universal Allah, to the back part of your brain where you cannot perceive it consciously, so that they would still be in they being subject to universal law, but they would still be in compliance with universal law And I would say more like on some universal law disclosure type stuff, like they were given the titles or whatever as slumlords of the earth. Their chief slumlord, Satan, gave them also jobs, assignments, positions to create the world from the old age of Pisces, right? So they did just enough to stay within compliance, and that's huge because being out of compliance as someone who's been given any type of authority, it could get really to whom much is given, much is required. So that's Satan's job from now on, is to Satan holding a position as a bone collector, to Satan as in Satan has to give his selected, chosen vessels these divine orders. Like once the great God orders Satan to something, or someone like myself gives Satan an order, Satan is divinely ordered to fulfill the order, right? And again, it's all about this is redemption, reconciliation time, retribution time. This is reparations time. It's a lot in one. It's a lot in one. And the vessels of righteousness, these vessels chosen by the great God, universe, Allah, these vessels do not have to just be stationed on earth, but these vessels chosen by the great God, universe, Allah, these vessels of righteousness, also have been given certain divine authority to, whether it be command, control, Satan. And that is because these vessels have been put through an extreme purification process of purging. These vessels have been through the purge. Now, when the world goes through the purge, the 99%, that's going to be a great tribulation scenario. What the Prophet Noble Drew Ali talks about, that great and awful day. That's going to be, basically, that's going to be the world purging. They're purging together all of every fear-based thought, word, or deed they committed has to come up, and chaos ensues because all will be going through it simultaneously. Now, as far as these vessels of righteousness, these vessels of Allah, these vessels of righteousness, we've been purging 20 years, whatever, however many years prior, we've been purging. That basically entailed being trapped in simulation after simulation. The simulations were designed to bring up any trauma that was stored in the DNA. these vessels of righteousness. Well, that's here for the government of the great God Universal Allah back on the earth. Oh, the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is the government of the great God Universal Allah. That's the age of Aquarius. That's the age of Aquarius. Great God Universal Allah is the governor of all world governments. That's how it works. That's how that shit works. Great God Universal Allah, governor of all world governments. And all the world governments had dominion. They were part of the 1%. Vessels of Satan. Vessels of destruction. They had dominion over the world for the age of Pisces, the world governments. Right? Now, people can say, oh, they still have dominion. Then why would they be shutting all their corporations down, restructuring, bankrupting, losing their chief top personnels, all that shit? Why would that be happening? So because great God, Universal Allah, governor of all world governments. So the great God, Universal Allah, gives the divine executive order to Satan. Satan is then made to appear before them and give them the script and what they got to do next. It's so easy for Satan to contact them because they are Satan. Satan has taken up residence in their human vessels, in their human bodies, in their human homes. That's where they soul. Damn, motherfuckers ain't got no soul, but that's where their soul would live. That's where their soul would live, but that's just it's Satan in these world government members. It's like a soul monad. Satan just splits off into a bunch of bodies and they call them, whatever. Political parties, whatever you want to call it, seats, cabinets, and all that. That's just Satan in a bunch of different bodies. That's it. So although I am a vessel of righteousness, right? I work for the great God Universal Allah. I'm still here on demon time. This is not redemption. This is not savior time. This is retribution time, reconciliation, meaning reconciling. If you have the opportunity, reconciling your spirit, your soul, reconciling your soul back to your spirit, man, back to the great God, Universal Allah. If you have that opportunity, that's the order of the day right now. That's what has to be happening. So even though these vessels of righteousness are here, we only here to save the world. We're not here to save, meaning Mother Earth, through the universal law of one. We purge our vessels. Our vessels are purged. Mother Earth is purged. Universal law of one. We are all bound by one cord. Holy Quran, Circle 7. Holy Quran, Circle 7. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Moorish Science Temple of America. So we still here on demon time. And we have to get dirty down here. We gotta get dirty because you motherfuckers is dirty. You motherfuckers is so fucking dirty. I'm talking about the dirt y'all doing against my Mother Earth and the great God Universal Allah. The dirt y'all doing against the great God Universal Allah, my Mother Earth. I gotta roll around like a fucking pig, like you motherfucking swine. That's how dirty you motherfuckers are. That's how. Feel. So, I'm here to get down and dirty with you motherfuckers. I'm here to get down and dirty, right with you. You got that right. I used to think I had germophobia until the great God told me, do not believe those lies. Do not believe those labels. This is what the great God told me. And the great God also told me to call in a divine lawsuit, a divine court hearing, because that label is to make you think that something is wrong with you when ain't nothing wrong with you. You are absolutely, I'm saying in this case, what the U.S. court would label germophobia. No, the great God said that I am an HSP, a highly sensitive person, because I come from the higher dimensions. I am sensitive to lower vibrations, and when you touch after things, if you look at the hand, do the science behind the hand, I'm not going to get into that. So these are, your fingerprints are imprints, and they leave an energetic impression on anything that you touch. It leaves an energetic impression. Do the fingerprint. So it's just not, I'm not no germophobic like they trying to say. I'm just sensitive to other people's energy. So if, say I touch a door handle, I'm having to receive and process, download, whatever, all this information from all the people who've been touching, leaving their energetic imprints through their fingerprints on these doors, or whatever it is. It could be any scenario. And these are just the things that this new age is to unravel the lies. All of the lies unravel so we can come back to our divinity. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Y'all some nasty ass mother effers. Y'all some nasty. That's it. I don't want to touch after y'all. I don't want to shake your hand. I see what be going on from other dimensions. I don't want to touch your hand. Right? I don't see, if we're talking about germs, bacteria, viruses, all of that, they all are life forms. They are intelligent life forms. Germs, bacteria, all that, viruses on the hand, they are intelligent life forms. So you're even picking up their vibrations, their energetic imprints, what they want, I need a host. So the next person that touches this door, I'm just going to transfer this energy into a different form. This is what these negative gram bacteria and viruses and all that stuff, motherfuckers end up getting sick because they didn't touch after somebody. It's not that simple, but it can be. That's why, during these end times, these times of diseases, pestilence, I'm aware. So just me being aware provides a level of protection that is it's heightened than if you are unaware, because now the only reason why people succumb to negativity or whatever is, look, my people perish for their lack of knowledge. Not knowing what you're coming into contact with, and that thing could creep in unawares. That's another thing that happens. So these are just, this is what this age is about, the age of Aquarius, calling in all of your